students, good morning everyone. All of you are doing well as per your performance and views whatsoever I have received till now. So today we are going to proceed further with your chapter number 2 from Civics book, Democratic Politics Part 1. Indian constitutional design. Like in previous lecture, I have delivered my speech on the importance of constitution. Why do we need constitution? Different provisions laid by constitution and some salient features of Indian constitution. What provisions have been provided by the constitution to its citizens? That we have discussed in detail over there, and whatsoever things comes to your mind every time, try to correlate these things with the constitutional provisions. So that is exactly give you the clear-cut picture about the constitution as far as I think I have told you basic ideas behind that. To make it more clear, today we are going to study about the philosophy of the Indian Constitution. What was the philosophy behind that? What's our provisions? What's our features? What provisions, features, articles, schedules, lists have been provided for its citizen? What was the idea behind that? Why constitutional framers have read the constitution of other countries? You know that they have read almost more than 7 to 8 prescribed constitution. France, America, South Africa, and this one Nigeria. Such type of constitution read by these constitutional framers. From there, they have copied some things, copied some principles, theories, and basic values upon which a constitution is established. That is the philosophy of the constitution. The basic values upon which that constitution is based. So here I am going to give an example of this preamble. It is the preamble of Indian Constitution. It's like a first page of our book. It is the first page of Indian Constitution, where it is clear-cut written, we the people of India solemnly resolved India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic country. Right? And there are some more provisions: liberty, justice, fraternity, equality, and fraternity. Right? That are also there. Now all these words explanation is based upon the philosophy of Indian Constitution. In other words, we can say all these words describe the philosophy of Indian Constitution. First, we the people of India, we all people of India, big, small, rich, poor, black, white, rural, urban, devoid of any type of any discrimination. This word everywhere I will use. India into a sovereign country. India into a sovereign country. Sovereign country means to say India is totally free, self-dependent, away from any type of political pressure of other countries of the world. Its government is completely free, entirely free to resolve its issue, to govern its citizens. No external forces interference is tolerable, is not bearable here. they are totally free, completely free. That is the basic idea behind this word. And second is socialist. Socialist, it is generated socially, all the wealth whatsoever generated in the country, socially all are equally honor of this, that wealth is generated socially should be shared equally by society, government, all the sections of the society, and regulate the ownership of land and industry to reduce the socio-economic inequalities. Socio-economic inequalities, that was the basic idea behind socialist country. Philosophy of Indian constitution is based upon socialist. Next is secular, very very important from Indian reference to context. India, you know, is a religious country. People can do anything on the name of religion, right? इवन स्टूडेंट्स बच्चों को कहते हैं कि अगर ये काम नहीं करेगा तो भगवान रूठ जाएंगे, ऐसा नहीं होगा तो आपको पाप लगेगा, तो हर बंदा ये चीज़ मान जाता है. तो टू डाइवर्स पॉपुलेशन बेस्ड अपॉन दिस religious diversity, it was a major step towards the basic value of preamble, that there is no official religion of India. No one can enforce anyone any religion. It is up to that particular person. He or she may adopt any religion, may not adopt, or may change, or may not do anything with any religion, right? So that symbolized by this secular, जिसे हिंदी में बोलते हैं धर्मनिरपेक्ष, no interference with the religion of the country. You may have seen some incident also happening in the country, like this Ayodhya Mamla, that was very much controversial. Some other issues, religious issues, government don't try to interfere those issues, and always try to be away from that, so that if decision goes in favor of a particular religion, the other religion would be somewhat furious. They may be in that anger mood that the government has done favor to that. Obviously, जिसके भी पक्ष में डिसीजन जाएगा, लोगों को दूसरों को लगेगा गवर्नमेंट ने उनका पक्ष ले लिया. दैट्स वाई गवर्नमेंट is stepped away from these secular religions by our constitutional preamble. And the next one is democratic. Our whole book is based upon these democratic ideas or a form of democracy. Every time I used to talk about democracy, that form of government where decision makers, its leaders, representatives are elected by the people based upon adult franchise system, or in simple words we can say it is government of the people, for the people and by the people. So government is elected by the people directly based upon vote. That form of government is democratic, and Indian government is democratic likely. Then next one is very very important, republic. It refers to that the head of the government. There are two things, head of the government and head of the state, right? So head of the state is elected person and not a hereditary person. लाइक जैसे हमने फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन में पढ़ा था, जहाँ रशियन में पढ़ेंगे और रेवोल्यूशन में पढ़ेंगे, तो लुइस वाज सेकंड, थर्ड, फोर्थ और 16 तक पहुँच गया था. ऐसा नहीं होता इंडिया में. हेड ऑफ द स्टेट इज इलेक्टेड पर्सन, नॉट अ हेरिटरी पर्सन, एंड दैट्स वाई वी सेलिब्रेट 2 different days, रिपब्लिक डे एंड इंडिपेंडेंस डे. इंडिपेंडेंस डे ऑन 15 August and Republic Day on 26th January. So that is very very important preamble of Indian Constitution, and you have to see from your book, right? There are on page number 28 and page number 29 to page number 28, there are 2 preambles have been given from other countries of the world, you have to recognize those preambles. Right? Number 1, from which country? Number 1 preamble from which country? And number 2, 2 preambles are there. You have to name the countries. From which countries these preambles belong to which country, sorry, these preambles belong to. Then on next page, our third Indian preamble has been given. So try to learn its words so that you can say anybody, you can show your talents to anybody. You know something about the preamble of Indian Constitution. You are the students of your political science. Okay, students. So in this way, there are some more words. That is, we have secure to all its citizens justice. Okay, justice, liberty, justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. All these words shows as justice, you know that give justice to anybody, liberty, to give liberty to anybody, equality, provide equality to anybody, fraternity, to live with brotherhood anybody. So all these words are symbolic and give the basic idea behind that nobody can be deprived of justice based upon any discrimination, caste, color, creed, sex, justice, gender or regionalism. Exactly same way you cannot ban liberty of any person once again indiscriminately on all these aspects. Okay, caste, color, creed, religion, race, sex, gender and regionalism. Equality also you have to provide equality. No institution, no organization can make any type of inequality with the citizens based upon all these dimensions that I told you. Fraternity, within the society we have to live with brotherhood spirit. ठीक है, जिसे हम भाईचारा बोलते हैं. तो neither with any caste nor with any religion and other aspects we have to live with fraternity. So that is the basic idea behind the philosophy of Indian Constitution. And not only these things, it has Indian Constitution has given the institutional design also. Institutional design also. That you will study in your chapter number 5 in detail. Mean to say institutions of the government, that is legislature, executive, judiciary, right? Working institution, president, prime minister, CM, governor, like that all the elected representatives from top to bottom, we can say from president to Panch Sarpanch and Panch Sarpanch to the president, that is the highest authority of the country. That provision also have been made in the institutional design of India and participation of all the citizens devoid of all these philosophical ideas. कितना इंटरेस्टिंग है कि कोई भी किसी भी बेसिस पे किसी के साथ डिस्क्रिमिनेशन नहीं कर सकता है. तो दैट इज देयर एंड वर्किंग इंस्टीट्यूशंस आर आल्सो कंट्रोल्ड बाय वन अनदर, राइट? Legislature controls the executive, both are controlled by the judiciary. We will study it in your next chapters in detail. Yes, students, do take care. Today I have taught you philosophy of Indian Constitution with the help of preamble feature. There may be question philosophy of Constitution and features of Indian constitutional preambles. Bye students, take care, stay home, stay safe.